Meredith Shaw sits Xeri with you. Good morning, Meredith.
Good morning, Sid.
How was your weekend?
You know, it was full of good food and great family and some friends and a nice crisp walk in Hyde Park. I got my dog a new sweater.
Nice.
Lucy got a sweater.
Lucy got a sweater. That's good.
So yeah,
news.
they were full of really beautiful moments. But I can't help but be very consumed by the horrors that have also taken place over the weekend.
Yeah. Couple things. I stayed off social media most of the weekend, aside from the Jays. The gift that keeps on giving. We'll get to the Jays a little later on. But in terms of what we're seeing here, I made a conscious decision to wait till I saw you and you. Like our prime minister and like the leader of our official opposition, I believe Israel has a right to defend itself from Hamas, the sitting majority government in Palestine. I just want to make that clear. The other thing that's really kind of hitting me throughout the weekend is, like, I can't speak for you, Meredith, or anyone else, but growing up, since I started watching news, like I've been a news junkie my entire life, these images like this, I feel like I've been seeing them my whole life. Gaza, the West Bank, it's been every time I've watched City News growing up, the National, I don't care what it is, this has been a story for us. And my real fear here is, where does this go? Because I didn't hear from Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, I didn't really hear an end game, even when he's talking about the hostages. All I heard was we're going to rain down hell, and they're doing it. But what is the end game? And I'm just, honestly, my prevalent emotion here is fear. Mm-hmm. At the parties around that region, some of whom have been waiting for something like this for quite some time. Because that's going to be a one-sided fight. It's already one-sided in Gaza. You can see it. If that continues, you're going to see nations in that region who want to jump in. And there's already a U.S. aircraft carrier, the biggest one they have, that is moving their way to the Mediterranean. That's my, aside from sheer horror and anger, that's also my prevalent emotion today. I don't know where this is going. And this is one of the biggest threats in our entire existence. And I want to start a show that way. I really don't. Mm-hmm. But I think we've set a tone here since about 2021 of honesty, and that's where I'm at. So as Tammy goes through all of the details, and we're going to go to that part of the world a couple of times this morning, that's not all I'm thinking about. But that is my fear, the what next. Because I don't see how this ends in the next 3 days. I hope it does. I pray it does. So that's kind of where I'm at. Where are you?
Yeah, I mean, that fear, it's all over me right now, you know, and I think a lot of people are probably going to be echoing what you just said there. And I think also what I've noticed is there is a hesitation to speak on this. There's a worry to get it wrong. This is a very complicated issue, as you said, has been going on for years. Here's what's not complicated: the murder of children. The murder of innocent children. That is not a complicated issue. And when we stay silent on something like that, we are stripped of our humanity. And I hope that as we give space to this topic here on this show, doing our best to get it right, fearing we may get it wrong, that it inspires you to stay informed from credible sources and to eliminate that fear of speaking up. Because again, we lose ourselves, we lose who we are, we lose our peace, we lose our presence when we do that. And I hope that, speaking of this, for the people, the communities who are affected by these horrors here in this country, I hope you feel seen, I hope you feel supported.
Well said, well said. And again, I can't stress this enough. I want this to end right friggin' now. That's all we really need right now, is that to end. And that's not what I'm seeing. That's not the language I'm hearing. That's not the reporting that's happening from the ground. And I hope that changes. I really do. because where this goes is not something I even want to verbalize on this show. But we're going to walk you through this as best we can. Tammy and our news team are on it. They are the best in the business. And any updates this morning live here on BT, we're going to have them for you. At 7 o'clock, you're watching Breakfast Television. Good morning.